Life with Tao. Life is here now. While this is this, also includes this is that, this is this, this is that, this is this, and this is that, remains the ultimate mystery, and that is Brahma, the Absolute. How is this possible? Know this as the secret, the mystery. Know this as the secret, the mystery. And Sutra emphasizes only this is this. We see life as duality. We see 2 feet, left and right, separate from one another. Are they really separate? Can they exist separate, but they walk in togetherness? It is when left and right feet walk in harmony with one another, that togetherness is one step. Life is all inclusive. Life is all inclusive. This alone is this. Everything has a meaning. Life begins as a duality. You can get lost in this duality, considering each as contradictory to one another. This will lead you to a life of chaos. This will lead you to a life of chaos, conflict, and misery. However, if you consider good and bad, day and night, right and wrong as 2 sides of the same coin, supporting each other like 2 poles of a magnet, seen in harmony, as both create an energy field, life will be a blessing. This is the way of life. This means spirituality, true spirituality. As such, there is no true or false spirituality. It is only for explanation purpose. Does not reject, judge, or divide anything. The wall is one piece that stands in front of you. By accepting existence exactly as it is, in all its duality, the dark and the light, the sorrow with joy, you move from conflict into a choiceless awareness. Awareness is beyond mind, not of the mind. Mind is a mechanism. It should not be seen as awareness. It is like the software and hardware. Mind is the hardware. Awareness is the software. Use both feet for one solitary goal to reach your destination. As you move both left and right feet, You cover a distance that is known as one step. Isn't it so? When you move left feet followed by the right feet, you cover a certain distance. That distance is known as a step. One step. Many steps together cover a distance. Choiceless awareness means you do not pick. Choiceless awareness means you do not pick and choose. Do not pick and choose your experiences. I mean, you do not choose and pick your experiences. True watchfulness is choiceless awareness. You simply observe all thoughts, sensations, and emotions without judging them as good or bad. Keep this at the back of your mind all the time. Watchfulness is choiceless awareness. You simply observe all thoughts, sensations, and emotions without judging them as good or bad. Sometimes, and most of the time, it is difficult for mind because you are the mind. And you consider awareness as the part of the mind. Software is not the part of the hardware. Software and the hardware can work in harmony with one another. If there is any malfunctioning in the hardware, the software will not work. Life is unity, life is harmony, life is oneness, joy and sadness, birth and death, love and hate, love and anger are not opposite to each other, but both sides of the same coin, but two sides of the same coin. When you accept all opposites, boundaries disappear and you experience life as a seamless whole. You experience life as a seamless whole. Traditional spirituality often advocates for denying the body or rejecting desires. However, my approach embraces everything: human desires, emotions, and the physical body as sacred, bridging the earth and the divine, bridging heaven and earth. Life is playful celebration because life includes entire existence. It is meant to be played with rather than it is meant to be played with rather than suffered. Existence is a celebration, and approaching life with seriousness is a psychological disease. You are unnecessarily worrying yourself. You are unnecessarily worrying yourself in the name of this or that. The river flows on its own. The river flows on its own, wind blows effortlessly on its own, rustling through the tree leaves, and you are trying in vain to push the river towards the ocean. You need not push the river towards the ocean. This way, you are creating pain and conflict for yourself. Learn to leave things on the existence. Learn to leave things on existence. Let there be total acceptance of all that is. This is this, this is that, all inclusive. Life is here now, only here now, this very moment, beyond duality, beyond conflict. Treat duality as 2 feet. Take one step forward. Treat duality as 2 feet to take one step forward. For this very particular reason, deep down, Tantra is only interested in here and now. This means that which is here and now. That goes a little further. Secondly, for Tantra there is no division between this and that. Tantra is life. Life is non-dualistic. This is world and that is Brahma. This is mundane, the material, and that is consciousness, that is spiritual. For Tantra there is no division like this. I live life beyond duality. This is all. This is all. All that is far, all that is included in it. This very world is divine. Everything that you see is divine. Tantra makes no distinction and no categorization of higher and lower. The reality is the wall that stands in front of you that you see is one piece. A certain part of the life is hidden. That is known as foundation, your roots. Then there is a lower part of the wall, middle part of the wall, the upper part of the wall. Is there division? For practical purpose, for understanding, we say the lower part of the wall, the middle part, the higher part. But in reality, wall is one piece, and wall itself does not know anything, any division. Life is oneness, it does not see any division. It is only the mind sees, categorizes and divides things into this and that, lower and higher, in duality. Duality is created by the mind, not by awareness. This is what. For Tantra, there is no division, no categorization of higher and lower. This means the lower, and that means the higher. This means that which you can see, touch, and know, and that means the invisible that you cannot touch, you can only infer. For Tantra, there is no distinction between higher and lower, visible or invisible, matter and mind, of life and death, of world and Brahma, no distinction. Tantra categorically says this is this, and that is included in this also. It is only how you look at it. Tantra says this is this, and that is included in it, but emphasis on this is beautiful. This is beautiful. It says here and now, whatever is, this is all. And everything is in it. Nothing excluded. The near, the far, the ordinary, the near, the intimate, the ordinary is all. There is a very important saying in Zen mysticism that if you can become just ordinary, you have become extraordinary. This ordinariness is extraordinariness. It is only a matter of language. Only the person who is at ease with his ordinariness, only the person who is at ease with his ordinariness, in his ordinariness is extraordinary. He understands the mysteries of life. Because everyone hankers to be extraordinary. So the desire is to be extraordinary. So the desire to be extraordinary is very ordinary. Everything you cannot, everyone, you cannot find a person who is not trying to be extraordinary in some way or the other. So the desire, the lust to be extraordinary, so the desire, the lust to be extraordinary is the part of the ordinary mind. Zen masters say, so to be ordinary is most extraordinary thing in the world. Be just ordinary. It is a rare phenomenon. Very rarely it happens. Very rarely it happens that somebody is simply ordinary. I'll pause here. Just keep introspecting on this. Keep introspecting on this. To be just ordinary is rare. Very rarely it happens that someone is simply ordinary, and that indeed is a blessing. Enough for now.